Aquarius, this is your rest of February tarot reading. Next week we'll be doing the March forecast, and do be looking out for a special announcement on February 20th. I am finally releasing to the world something I've been working on for quite a while, well, since 2024. So there we go. All right, we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Be confident here, Aquarius. Confident in your skills, confident in who you are. So it's Leo energy. Could have a King of Wands come in, Strength card, something like that. All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh, Eterna, she who becomes. Metamorphosis, transcend and journey. Ooh, that feels like a death card, like a transformation card. Changing into something new. Could also be some temperance energy there. All right, let's get one more and then we'll get into the reading. I like that. Are you caterpillar soup right now? Changing into something new? Maybe finding your confidence. Metamorphosis twice. Not a coincidence. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Okay, so if you're having a lot of confidence right now to reach your goals or do something, that is telling me there is a goal, an endpoint, or something you're wanting to achieve. And it's, yes, that's important. Yes, that is your striving point, but it's all about who you become on that journey to achieve that goal. You are becoming here, Aquarius. You are making that shift and that change. It's like in real time. You're not going to see it because it's just so small, these little changes. But over time, you'll be different. When you get to that point where you've arrived, where you've completed something, you're going to be massively different. All right, let's look at your tarot. That's crazy. All right, Two of Swords, confidence, have confidence. Six of Wands, I like that. There's confidence. And the Wheel of Fortune, yes. Fate and luck is on your side here with this transformation, for sure. You just got to trust yourself, trust your intuition with that Two of Swords energy. Let's get the next two rows. We have the Four of Swords, R&R, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that. And the Ten of Wands. More Saggy energy in this row. Just stay the course, stay focused. Oh yeah, you have determination here, that's for sure. I think the butterfly is determined as well. It's an unspoken determination. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have two fours here, which is stability. Oh, now you have three fours. And the Six of Cups. You have two sixes and three fours. You could have a gift coming in. All right. So be open to mixing things up and changing things, especially if you start to feel stuck. You might start to feel stuck down here at the bottom. So let's see. And this is not, this row's first and second. It could be a mix of these things. It's, it's an energetic soup. Just take it how it resonates. All right, let's see what's going on here. Two of Swords. Crossed by the Page of Wands. Stay curious. Oh, there's the Temperance energy. And Strength again. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Stay optimistic about your options because there's something here that maybe you're not quite seeing yet. And that's okay. That's what I'm getting here with this. Stay optimistic, stay excited, follow your passions, be curious, because what you're seeing right now, what you think are the two options you have, there's more than that. Or this decision, this or that, that's what we have here, this or that thinking. There's more. There's so much more that you just can't see yet. So this is saying trust your intuition and be confident and be curious about this path. Stay curious. There's more. The universe can't show it all to you now. It's a need to know basis kind of thing. Because, like I said, you're experiencing this metamorphosis in real time. It's not showing you. Okay, so what you're not seeing here, I think, is what you are going to become at the end of this journey. You don't know what kind of butterfly you're going to be. You don't know. But that's okay. Trust the process, like it says. Don't rush this. You have the Six of Wands and Temperance. You have victory here. Accolades, recognition, leveling up, promotions. This is part of this journey. You're moving forward in a very, very positive way here. You're changing your circumstances with this inner alchemy, because that's that caterpillar soup we talked about. I know it just sounds terrible. The funny thing is they don't completely turn on the inside. The structures are still there, the main structures, but it rearranges itself in such an amazing way. Because whenever my son was very little, like 3 or 4, we rose around 500 monarchs over a period of time. And it was so fascinating to see them be just a tiny little egg and then just how quickly they grew. They feel like almost like a velvet in your hands, and they're such cute caterpillars. But when they J hang, so they turn into this J shape when they're about to transition into the chrysalis. And it's such a weird transformation because it happens inside a caterpillar, and then their caterpillar skin splits. And then they wiggle and they shake off that, it looks like a sock at that point that it's split open. And then there's the chrysalis. And you can already see that inside that caterpillar, what's the structures of a butterfly. They just couldn't see it. So you are that which you want to become in the future. You're already that, just like the butterfly. That's what I'm seeing here, this inner and outer alchemy. It's really quite poetic here, Aquarius. You really have a lot of luck spinning in your direction here, because this Wheel of Fortune, it goes both ways. Oh, yes. Remember the Supernatural episode where Sam had the rabbit's foot, and as soon as you lose it, you had bad luck, right? So it's spinning the wrong way, just flinging you around. But I think this is going in a positive direction with you, especially with that Six of Wands. And since we have this metamorphosis, you have a lot of inner strength right now, trusting your intuition and really speaking to yourself with authority. I want to say authority because there is no negative self-talk here. You know that which you are already, and you're just on this journey of becoming it. This is amazing. So that Four Swords feels like that chrysalis, doesn't it? Where you're just kind of at rest, hanging around in that process of becoming, not rushing. Can't rush it. You're not rushing it. Look, wait, we have, oh, the devil energy. Why is that coming out? That's coming out for a lot of people. There's going to be things that tempt you, that's going to try to knock you off track, but it's too late. You know, you can't stop that transformation. Look at that. Six of Swords. You've already moved on from it. Ten of Cups. Yeah. It's kind of funny because this temptation, it's just bouncing off of you. It can't get in anymore. The temptation, temptation is always there. You can't remove it, but you can adjust your response to it. But it's like, your rubber and it's glue, whatever bounces off of you and it sticks them. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember those childhood things, but something like that. It's just, it can't get in. You have a do not disturb sign up. And so this kind of energy comes up and you're like, oh, says do not disturb. Okay, I'll just go over here. It seems very immature in a way, this devil energy, but you can trick them pretty easily, I think, for some reason. It feels almost kind of Looney Tunes like, this energy. How easily you can make this kind of toxic energy just go away by being disinterested, by not giving this attention, by just having a baseline of just no emotion, no anger, no nothing. You know, this kind of walks up and wants you to, you know, wants to distract you, your time. And you're just like, no, I'm busy. I'm in my chrysalis. I'm in my caterpillar soup day, and I just can't. You know, it's very calm, very relaxed. They don't know what to do with that. It's not exciting to them. Like I said, I feel like this energy, when it comes in, it just bounces right back off. Because you're so completely focused on this transformation. Wow, I've never had a reading like this, quite like this before. It's pretty neat. I like it. 9 of Pentacles, self-sufficient energy with the 9. Taking care of yourself, for sure. This is Virgo energy. It's Venus energy. It's little luxuries. It's gratitude for everything you have. Probably the last thing on your mind at night is how much you're grateful for everything in your life, that you have quiet neighbors. What a amazing thing that is. If you've ever had a noisy neighbor, let me tell you, when you have good neighbors, cherish them mofos. Cherish. Right? And so in your mind, you have already moved to calmer waters, is what I'm feeling here. It's a lot of calm in this, especially with that 4 of Swords and this Metamorphosis. You've really tuned out all the noise. You know, I say 80% signal, 20% noise, but you've got the noise on 0. You're 100% signal now, and I don't mean that you're not having fun and you're not enjoying yourself, you know, but you're really truly focused on, you know, leaving a legacy and having the things that you want, being comfortable. You know, that 9 of Pentacles is about your environment and having a nice environment. When we think about the Empress, you know, that's pre-Empress energy. The Empress is surrounded by nice things, very nice things. So we have, look at this, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wow, look at that. So determination, really focused on your star energy here. It's your guiding light. Yep. And so as you are really, really focused here on this journey, on this path of change and metamorphosis, I think you're happy even in the moment, because I think you already know that whenever, as you're coming into being, when this blossoms, you're coming very close to this completion of this metamorphosis, this butterfly that you are becoming. In my mind's eye, you're very close to it, because, you know, like the 10s I said, they're completion. And then you'll go further from there, because the journey doesn't stop. It begins new. Because now you can fly. Now you have no boundaries. It's like she's flying. Woo! A lot of happiness here. Triumph after difficulty, of course. And this change is difficult. You have to focus on what you're becoming. I definitely see that here. Man, I love this reading. So we have the King of Wands, visionary, very creative energy, pleasure, playful, fun. Oh yeah, 7 of Cups on the 4 of Cups. That's a welcome sight, isn't it? All right, so this one flipped over too. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, things are speeding up here for sure. So we have Kings are fixed energy, fixed sign. Leo, it's a fixed sign. All fixed signs are King energy. And so we have this 4 of Pentacles. This is stability. It's Sun energy as well. And we have Sun energy here. So I think what you're going towards is greater stability and greater autonomy. With this King of Wands, I think you have creative license here in your life to make it whatever you want and have fun too. The 10 of Cups, that is a bunch of fun and happiness right there. And so following your passions, maybe having your own business could be, it doesn't have to be, but really being in charge of your own stability and wealth here. It's kind of funny because the King of Wands feels like that kind of energy of someone who really will spend the money. But I feel like this being on top of the Four of Pentacles here, I think you're rather savvy here, Aquarius. I don't think you're going to be throwing your money around, but I think you are going to enjoy yourself. That's what I'm feeling here. I like this. The Four of Cups, cups crossed by the, I was cups and crossed. It comes out crups. Four of Cups crossed by the Seven of Cups. So in this field here, we see this gentleman who has lost his taste for wine. This is stuff that he used to enjoy, but no longer does. And there needs to be something, action happening here to change their circumstance. And I think it already is. I see a lot of massive change here, and now it's the waiting. So for this reading, I feel like you are in this becoming, and you know that in this period of inaction, it's going to bring a lot more options in the future. There's really, as you are becoming this new butterfly or moth, if you prefer, because I do love moths, that time of inaction, well, it's not really even inaction. You are putting action towards this metamorphosis. But what it's going to do is bring you more options in the future. And you're thinking about that. Because when you make this transition from the caterpillar soup, because you're all focused, your intention is focused on this thing, it's going to open up more opportunities. So we had these two come out together. So we have the Six of Cups here. It could represent a gift from someone coming in. Communication could be coming from this person. Now, it could be someone from your past. It very well could be. But what I'm feeling like this gift is, it feels like it's a universal type gift. Because it's saying you reap what you sow here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's also, is the juice worth the squeeze kind of energy. You're looking at, analyzing your past efforts. So this does have a reflective past quality to it with the Six of Cups. You're looking at all the good things you've done, right? Now you reap everything. If you're sitting around actively really not doing anything to change your situation, if you're just dreaming about the future but not putting action towards it, guess what you'll reap in the future? Big goose egg. But I actually feel like you're putting action towards this Nine of Pentacles and having everything you want. You're very dedicated to it. So what this is saying with that Seven of Pentacles, you reap what you sow. What you've done here in the past, it's about to come to fruition. You're about to have a harvest. And it's going to be coming in fairly quick, because we do see that 10 twice here, which is something coming to completion. So very soon, you're about to harvest what you have been putting all this time and effort and energy into over the past few years, or however long this process is taking. It's coming. Your metamorphosis is almost complete here, Aquarius. If you could be a butterfly or a moth, tell me which one in the comments below. I personally really love the Madagascar sunset moth. I love it so much I tattooed it on my leg, and I even have some in my cabinet because I have some, I like taxidermy and stuff like that. It is such a gorgeous moth, so beautiful. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So there we go, work with the elements. Whoa, that one flipped over quick, didn't it? Starfish. Open to infinite possibility. There it is. There's no limit to your possibilities. I think you're finally seeing that. Your metamorphosis is opening up possibilities that were always there. Always, always, always. You just couldn't see them because you didn't have the right eyes for them. There, Aquarius. Okay. Oh, here and now. So we, and look at that. So we have past. Don't want to be living in there. That doesn't do any good. Future. You don't want to be trapped in fantasy, because both of these are fantasy lands. And nothing happens. Nothing gets done. It's wishful thinking. This is the here and now, and I think that's where you are. You're definitely in the moment, in the present moment. I love that. Very important. Very, very important to be in the here and now. Oh, man, I really love this reading. I also love Luna moths. They are just so beautiful. And you can tell a moth, the male and females, because the males have very fuzzy antennae. The females don't. Open your heart, set loving boundaries. Now I have that Madonna song stuck in my head. That's fine. All right. We have staff. I always think this is a saxophone. I don't know why. Saxophone. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, okay. Ooh, 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. Have you ever found one? I have found one time when I was living in Baytown. My son, he was probably about 4. And so I was probably in my 30s there. And he found one. Like almost immediately we went outside. And lo and behold, a few minutes later, I actually found one. And it's like I had been looking for a 4-leaf clover my entire life. I still have them somewhere pressed in a book. I couldn't believe it. Finally found one. Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Don't take risks on a bad thing. Take risks on a good thing. Okay? Yep. Alrighty, Aquarius. That is your reading. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know what moth or butterfly you are becoming here. Or something else. I don't know. All right. Let me know what you thought of the reading in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.